Good morning, guys. How is everyone today? Day 2. We are on day 2. So come along with me today. Let's see what we can not get into. So I start out every morning with coffee. Coffee first. That's probably a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream in that 1 cup of coffee. I do top it off several times with more black coffee without adding cream to it, but I am to the point where I most of the time do not add sugar to my coffee. And along with that coffee, I normally have all of these adding MSM. I'm out of that right now, but potassium, glucosamine chondroitin, magnesium, B complex, D3, allergy relief nasal spray, and Zycle for allergies. Come along with me today. Let's see what we can not get into. I'm a pretty boring person, so I guess when I say my day in the life, it's work, food, and work. That's a day in my life. But come along with me today. I've got to start here to make a deposit. Yeah, so I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so this morning I had chaffles. Nothing special, just plain chaffles. And so I will insert the clip of that here, somewhere over here. So just in case any of you haven't heard of chaffles, here is the first chaffle. The recipe is just the standard chaffles. 1 egg beaten well, 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese. I would make sure that you bring out your egg to room temperature as well. So you do cheese, egg, cheese. It makes 2 out of just the 1 egg. I do use farm fresh eggs. That's just my preference. I leave them in there a moment longer than the indicator light says so because I like mine more crispy. So here I do put them on a rack to cool as the warm egg gives off condensation, and they will be soggy if you don't dry them out. So I do use the sugar-free syrup. I just use 1 tablespoon here. At some point, maybe I'll get to do my own simple syrup, but that's what I do for now. That's breakfast. And then yesterday, after stopping at my Greasy Spoon, I picked up a Birthday Bang Bash energy drink because I know on day 2, I'm going to be sluggish. And I need some energy, so I picked that up. I do want to get away from those, but to help me transition, I always go back to those. The taste is there, the energy is there, so that's what we're doing this morning. So, let's see what we see on the way to work. Want to? Okay, so, here we go. If you haven't tried this flavor, you really should try it. I've seen on Keto Fit Chef's Instagram this morning, he had found the root beer one. Oh, I really want to try that one. But until mine catches up, I'm going to do the birthday one. That's my favorite. I like all the sweeter ones. I'm not too keen on the sour ones. I don't like the coffee ones. I'm a coffee snob. Can't call that protein tasting, whatever that is, coffee. Oof, it's not very good. Not good at all to me. It's a very gray day here this morning in Northwest Tennessee. It's 40 degrees today. We're on a warm trend. It's better than yesterday, but it's raining, and I would rather have cold than raining myself. I don't like to clean in the rain. I'm running late this morning, which is my normal. I just can't get it together anymore. I can so tell I'm getting older because it's taking me, it's Friday today. I don't know when you're going to see this, but for me it's Friday. And it's been 1 week since I set out to Georgia, and I have not recovered yet with my energy levels. I did stay ketogenic while I was on vacation, is the weird thing, and then came back and blew it. But anyway, Hardee's has, you could low carb or ketogenic lettuce wrap something. You could do a low carb bowl. And I did not realize this until on the way back. So I got their chicken avocado sandwich wrapped in lettuce and then a side salad. That was very filling. I didn't know that that was an option. So my son also is doing ketogenic, and he said, I think I remember Hardee's doing something low carb. So we seen a Hardee's and we stopped to check it out. The cashier, front counter attendant, whatever you call them, was very interested in the ketogenic diet. So we were talking to her about it a little bit. And then, of course, I gave her my channel name, said, hey, come on over and check it out. Ask any questions you would like. I did get a question yesterday from a viewer, and she used to be a YouTube creator. I have not been back to this page to see if she is doing it on this new page of hers, but I will go by her soon. But she wanted to ask me some questions by email, and I promise I'm going to respond to you at lunch today, Vicky. So thank you so much for the question. I do appreciate everyone watching. I felt all the love yesterday with all the comments. It's been a minute since I've been here, and I'm back. That video got lots of responses, and I really enjoy seeing you guys' comments. I love watching you guys' videos. I love my YouTube family. It's just, if you're not a YouTube creator, you have no idea the camaraderie on here. But I felt the love yesterday, everyone, so thank you so much. I did not journal in my journal yesterday. As I said, I wanted to start that again. I also got up this morning and didn't do it again this morning. Because you know why? Because I've gotten into a routine of doing nothing in the morning. And I really need to get that back. So I'm going to try to be more mindful over the weekend and try to ease back into those daily routines, because it really did help me stay on track, stay focused. This is going to be late for your actual birthday, Carrie, but happy birthday. My niece's birthday. Guys, hugs are so underrated. They're just underrated. I feel so full. I don't want to say my soul is full, but my soul is full. I don't know any other way to explain it. After receiving all the hugs from my family, I really sure did hate to see everyone in that capacity, but man, am I glad I got to hug all of y'all. You just don't know. Living this far away from family is hard at times. I do know that it was the best decision I had made for my immediate family. And it so far is turning out well. So, but I do miss all of my family members. It's hard. So what are your weekend plans? What are you going to do this weekend? If I get this up before the weekend, or what did you do over the weekend if you are seeing this first of the week? I have to work this weekend. I spread out my jobs thinner and pushed things back so that I could go to Georgia and back without missing any work. So this weekend I have to work. That's okay. Okay, so a mid-morning snack was one serving of these pepperoni. 15 slices is what I had. It says 16 is a serving. The macros are pretty good. I ate breakfast at 6 a.m. And so here also I had a quarter bag of these, a quarter cup. It was one serving. That's what I had. Just a snack. Okay, and for lunch, I packed me a lunch today, and I will put up that video video here. And in my new meal prep BPA-free containers, I brought 1 leg quarter, G-Hugh's barbecue sauce, olives, pickles, and 1 ounce of mozzarella cheese that I took off the block myself, as well as an espresso coffee, no cream. And probably will fix myself a coffee and some water for lunch. And then probably eat that in between clients' houses on the road. So I will just input me putting the lunch together to take with me. That is my normal routine for in the morning, is coffee with cream. And as I have said before, I'm going to focus these next 2 weeks. I'm going to focus in on just eating ketogenic foods. I'm not going to track yet. So I'll not start tracking till week 3. That I'm committed to week 3, and then I'm going to start tracking for myself. But here is my weight, starting weight as of today. I was very embarrassed yesterday as to step on the scale, and was still trying to hide behind not stepping on the scale to know the truth of the damage that I had done for myself. So for 2 weeks of flip-flopping, I'm back up to so disgusted, for real. But that's my reality at the moment. Here we go. We're just gonna, like I said yesterday, we're just gonna get back up, start again. But I was watching Angie over at Brown Girl Life, and she had input her weight, and the first thing I thought of was, you go girl, congratulations for being brave enough to step on that scale, because I was not. So, my weight this morning is reflective of an entire day back on ketogenic, which you can dump some serious water weight the first 3 or 4 days, and so I'm sure it was higher than that. But you go girl, because you were strong enough and brave enough to step on that scale to show yourself what you had done. So this morning, I had a pep talk with myself and said, girl, Angie did it. Yes, Angie did it. She was real. She showed it. And I was congratulating her in my head. So I had to do it this morning before it got any further with me lying to myself. I'm trying to be real here, right? Real. So I stepped on that scale. And then I wished immediately that I had not done so, because I hate to see that number again. I was doing so good. A couple of months ago, I was back down to my goal, which was 155. I was in the 1.5 area. 150 is my first goal. I think it's realistic of me to think that I could get back to 150, and I was so close. And then here I come sabotaging myself again. Talked so much over this last weekend that I'm seriously fixing to lose my voice. Because if we didn't get anything, the Jones clan got the gift of gab. Oh, man. I learned some new music artists cooped up in the car with my son, going to Georgia and back. Oh my goodness. When my boys were smaller, I listened to old school country. That's it. That's what I was listening to. And as my boys got older and started listening to their own music, their own radios, I thought, well, I've got to start listening to some of this just to see what they're listening to, you know, as you do as a mom. And so I started listening to some of these artists, which were foreign to me at the time. And now I don't ever listen to country now. I listen to all the artists that they started me on, plus old school rock and what was once called heavy metal in my era. And then these newer artists that he had set me up on and let me listen to, which were really good. And so, listening to new music, I love music. Music is how I deal with everything. I always have music going, just know that. And my genres of music are a wide variety. We might go from Janis Joplin to Five Finger Death Punch, right? I mean, and then even wider now that I know more artists. And so, what do you listen to? What music moves you? Of course, my back in the day music are 90s hair bands, right? So, what are yours? Guns N' Roses and I can't even think right now. Poison, Cinderella. Oh man. But what do you listen to? Tell me down below. I want to listen to some new artists. Who are you listening to? What song is your favorite? My favorite song of all time is Shelter by Dorothy. It has rained so much here again that all the ditch creeks here along this road are about to overflow again. I have two different ways I can drive into this type of area, but this one is a better bet when we've had lots of rain. Already underwater 2 or 3 places, I'm sure. This evening for dinner, my plans are to have a fathead pizza dough using coconut flour. I have eliminated almonds and almond flour out of my ketogenic diet. I find that almonds, just like peanuts, make me swell up regardless of how much or when I'm using it. My body does not like almonds, so I've started making my own pecan flour. But I was given a coconut flour recipe, so tonight I believe I'm going to try that recipe. I can't write me a sticky note right now, but look up fathead coconut flour. Look up fathead coconut flour. Look up fathead coconut flour. It's supposed to work. If you say things out loud 3 times, you're supposed to remember them later. I don't think my brain works that way, but I try. That's got to be my first thing when I go into this household when I get set up. I'm going to have to I believe Angie sent me that recipe too. Angie over at Brown Girl Life. I think she's the one who sent me the coconut flour recipe. So, thank you. I'm going to try that tonight. And then, of course, my husband's just having a pizza box out of the box, you know. I like to keto-fy things that they're having, so I feel like I'm having the same dinner. It's doable because I do it all the time. I am the only ketoer in my household. So, if you have to cook for everyone else and yourself included, you may want to try that too when you first get started. Try to keto-fy what they're having. There's recipes everywhere for everything that you could ever think of. Fathead dough is so versatile. If I use the whole dough, I might not eat the whole pizza today. So I will make the other half of the dough, let it cool, and then freeze it. It comes out well. It reheats well. the almond flour one did anyway. I'm assuming that the coconut flour will be the same. What are you having for dinner? Blow my mind down in the comments. What is the best ketogenic meal that you have made yourself, and tell me where you found it. I need new stuff. Although I really next time want to do the stuffed chicken breast and the stuffed jalapeno peppers, poppers, whatever, however you call it. I want to do both of those this next meal go round. I'm going to start more meal prepping because that helped me a lot when I was doing so. Do you meal prep? It would save me so much time. I might actually be on time if I meal prep my chaffles. I see April Leanne, she meal preps her chaffles and says they come out great. She makes them in the dash, she lets them cool, she freezes them, flash freezes them, baggies them up, and then pops them in the toaster when she wants to reheat them. I think that's a great idea. I think I might try that in my meal prep. Lunches do best for me if they're pick up and go with your fingers meals. I don't want a sit down meal. I sit down with my husband for dinner every night, so that's plenty of a sit down meal for me. Behind on the shows that I watch. Who here is This Is Us fan? This Is Us came on this week again. Back on. I love that show. He recorded it for me. He also recorded my other favorite show, which is The Curse of Oak Island. The History Channel is my channel. I don't watch a lot of TV, but the History Channel is my channel. He had recorded Swamp People for us to watch last night. So, I love that show too. What TV do you watch? I just don't have time to sit down and watch a lot of TV. I like to be active instead, so that's how I'm used to doing something. I should have written notes this morning because I just thought of another thing that I need to remind myself to do today. My 21-year-old did not come home last night, and it's his responsibility to do animals, and I did not do animals this morning. It's raining, so I have to send my hubby a little note. Please take care of my babies. Please. I have one chicken and one rabbit left, so all the animals I had, that's all I got left. Do you have to write yourself notes to remember things like I do? I have to write myself notes. Not only do I have to write myself notes, I have to write myself notes that are going to make sense to me later when I've completely forgotten what that note means. Be more specific with my notes. That's how old I am. That's the age I am. For the longest longest of time, I'd written a date on the refrigerator, put it on a sticky note, attached it to the refrigerator, put all the magnets around this date because it was that important. And then it took me 3 more months to remember what the date meant. What does that date mean? Hey, Michelle, what were you trying to tell Michelle in the future? Because this Michelle is not understanding what you meant. So anyway, one day I was preheating the deep fryer. I thought, ew, that smells gross. I should change the oil. Ding, ding, ding. The date. Use it until this date and then clean the fryer out. Change the oil in the fryer. That's what my date meant. Like I say, be more specific with your notes. But I'm always writing myself notes. Always have a to-do list in my head. Always. Does it all get done? No. But I try. I try real hard. Anyway, so I know some of you don't like these driving vlogs, but I have not yet had a space put together in my household. We have sold our pool table, so we are going to take back over the living room as a living room, and then I'm going to get my dining room back, and it's going to be a office for me. He got the bedroom that my oldest son left. My husband got that bedroom. I didn't get a space, so I'm taking a space. The dining room is going to be my office. Taking back my space. I don't know if we're going to get to that this weekend either, since I have to work both mornings. That was hopeful to be the plan for this weekend. But it also looks like it's raining, and so can't really do much else, so we might get it done. We have to rearrange the living room with what's left in there to put in there what we want to put in there. And then we have to rearrange my room, put it together, so it sounds like a big task for just one weekend, when we really only have really one full day if you take out the mornings. But one can hope. So soon I'm going to have my own space to record from, and you won't have to see these car vlogs anymore, or not as many of them anyway, because this is the only space I have. This is also, at the moment, the only time I have, because it's dark, it's rainy, you need your lights on. I wonder where some of these people learn how to drive, right? Did you go to the same place I went to learn how to drive? Just saying. I remember that rule. Dark enough for you to put your lights on, and it's raining, you need to put your lights on. Anyway, I'm an aggressive driver. I learned how to drive in Georgia, in Atlanta, Marietta traffic. So I cannot help my training. Do y'all talk to everybody when you're driving too? Because I talk to these people. I'm like, hold up now. You see somebody fix them pull up in front of you, like they can hear you. I do. Don't waste today, loves. Don't waste today. Let's turn our thoughts to positivity. Did you thank God for waking you up this morning? I did. Thank you, Lord, for one more day. And then right after I say that, I think to myself, what is the purpose for me for today? What is the purpose? Let me feel my purpose for today. I'm often left in thought. Some of that is my problem altogether. There's too much time to think. It's me, the earbuds, and my phone. So sometimes time can be a detriment. It's too much time. I try not to be idle with my hands, but sometimes I'm idle with my thoughts. And that can get you in trouble. So I try to turn my thoughts to positivity. I'm going to be more mindful of doing so. So that was my reminder for myself and anyone else that might need it. So anyway, I don't really have a whole lot more to say to you guys for today. I will insert a picture of dinner here, and I hope it's the pizza that I talked about earlier, but keto on and keto strong, and I hope you come back and visit me soon. Thank you so much.